First of all, well, it's so good to see you today. No los veo a todos, pero bueno, yo sé que están por ahí. Yes, Karen, you don't have the book. Remember that on Mondays, todos los lunes, desde que les subo las, ¿cómo se llaman? Pues las asignaciones, añadí una asignación para el día de hoy y ahí están las páginas que vamos a hacer los jueves. Entonces, con tiempo pueden descargarlas. No sé si pueden imprimir, si no pueden imprimir, pueden copiar las respuestas. No es necesario que copien todo el libro, ¿verdad? Pero pues para que ustedes tengan una idea, descargan las páginas para que las tengan ahí a un ladito mientras tomamos la clase. So, we're going to start because it's getting late. So, you can copy the answers on your notebook, okay? If you want to turn in something. Si quieres entregar algo, puedes ir copiando las respuestas en tu cuaderno. Pones page 16, exercise 10, y así. So, right now, we are going to start with page 16, and it looks like this. We have this little animal. If you remember, we are learning about the verbs in past and making sentences with verbs in past simple. So, we went to Los Angeles. We have here an example. We went to Los Angeles when I was 8. When they were kids, they lived in Mexico City, okay? The other example says, we moved to Florida 3 years ago. A few months later, she got a new job. Entonces tenemos aquí marcados the verbs in past. Simple, like for example, went, were, lived, was, moved, and go. Okay, so right now we have this little animal, and the instruction says exercise 10 in the page 16. Find and circle 10 past tense verbs. Entonces tenemos, the first one is was. Was the next verb. ¿Cuál es el que sigue?
Well,
¿Cómo? ¿Cuál es el siguiente verbo? Bought.
born,
No, exactly. There's another verb in there. Son los verbos en pasado. Tenemos
what?
Está had, ahí medio encerrado porque está difícil. Had, we circle had.
Where,
Sí, pero vamos a ir en orden. Yes, it's where. Pero antes de where hay otro verbo en pasado.
lo encontré. Es got.
Got, yes. Ya entendimos. Tenemos was, had, got, where. Luego, ¿cuál otro sigue? What's next?
Went.
Went. Ahora sí.
Live, sí, live.
Lived.
Y después move.
Moved. That pronunciation. Moved.
Found.
Found. From find. Hay más o menos.
Bought.
Ahora sí. Bought.
Started.
Started.
Worked.
So, how many verbs do we have? How many? How many verbs? ¿Cuántos tenemos?
10. 11.
11, yes. We have was, had, got, were, went, lived, moved, found, bought, started, and worked. 11. So now we can go to the next activity. Look at 18. Vamos a fijarnos del ejercicio de arriba. And it says, look at 10. Write the past tense form of the verbs. So, ahora los tenemos aquí en presente que nos dicen be, buy, find, go, have, live, move, start, work. So, ahora, estos que ya encontramos acá los vamos a ir poniendo junto a su presente. What would be the past tense of buy?
Bought.
Bought. Very good. Bought. Lo escribimos. Find.
Found.
Found. Very good. Find, found. Get.
Got it.
Got.
Got.
Got. It's an irregular. Estos tres que están aquí, todos estos que están aquí de este lado, son irregular verbs. And go.
Want.
Went. Con E. Went. Have. In the other column.
Give it.
No.
Have.
Had. With D. Live.
Live.
Lived.
Live.
En esa pronunciación. Move.
Move it.
Moved. Start. Esto ya más fácil. Started. Work. Work.
Work it.
Yes. So, as you can see, in this side, in this column, ahí donde se fue el ratoncito. Se atoró. Ok, ya. Como que todavía. 1 second. Did everyone copy the answers? ¿Todos lograron contestarlo?
Want. Sí. Ya pasó el segundo. Sí.
Okay. So, as you can see, creo que esto no está funcionando bien. Okay, as you can see, in this first column, en la primera columna pegada de este lado, we had the verbs that are irregular, okay? And in the other side, we had the regular verbs. Remember, the regular verbs are the ones that end with ed, like lived, moved, started, and worked. So this is important, Victor. It's super important for you to practice and these verbs that we have in this page, you need to study them like the present tense and the past tense, su forma en presente y su forma en pasado. Este cuadro les va a servir muchísimo en el examen. So, and we can go to the next page, not the next page, the next exercise. It's exercise 12, and the instruction says, Victor, the instruction says, complete the paragraph. Use the correct form of the verbs in 11. Estos verbos que ya usamos en los anteriores ejercicios, we're going to use them to complete. Mom and Dad got married when they what? What do you think?
Where?
Where? Because it's plural. We're going to use when they were. When they were 24, okay? We're going to complete number 2. When they were 24.
Live.
They ¿qué?
Live.
Live. Okay, let's check. Ahorita vamos a checar si eso no es. They lived with my dad's parents because they blank to save money to buy their own house.
Move it.
No. What other option do you think? You can try with all of the verbs that you have. Because they blank to save money to buy their own house.
Order.
Started, yes, Hugo, yes. ¿Quién fue? Rodrigo? Started, that's the correct option. Because they started to save money to buy their own house. That's the correct answer. You can copy the answer in your book. Number 5, I think they both long hours at their jobs. They blank long hours at their jobs. They work. Yes, Hugo. Yes, Rodrigo. They both work. Se me va a amontonar un poquito aquí porque está muy grande la letra. Yes, Vanessa, ¿qué pasó? Work.
No. Se me levantó sin querer.
Okay. A few years later, they blank a house. They bought a house. Yes. Lo voy a poner más por acá. Ya se amontonó todo.
Se amontonaron eso que yo no sé.
Es que no le puedo cambiar el tamaño en la letra. Yes, they bought a house. That blank 15 years ago.
Had.
No had.
Went. Move it. Live.
That was. Eso fue, eso pasó 15 years ago. That was.
Bueno.
Yes.
Y el otro es move it.
They moved into
The house on my
mother's
birthday.
Moved. Yes, that's the correct answer. And the last one says, I blank. I
went. No, déjalo. I got.
I yes.
Got.
I was. Acuérdense, I was born a year later. You need to understand the paragraph. I was born. Everyone copy the answer.
Yes.
A ver, ¿qué dicen por acá? Guess what? ¿Por qué se repite? No tengo idea. Pero sí es was. Was se usó 2 veces. Ok, voy a borrar. Okay, so we can go to the next page, and it's the last page. If we finish early, we can go earlier. Si terminamos pronto, nos podemos ir antes. So we are going to go to the next page, and it's page 17. We remember that we are learning about comparative and superlative adjectives, and we are practicing about this. So we have some examples in here. As I always tell you, you need to pay attention to these charts that you have always. Siempre a estos cuadros que tienen aquí arriba tienen que prestarle mucha atención because they are going to be helpful for you for the next exercises. Porque les van a servir en las actividades que hay abajo. So the examples say, Victor, can you read the two examples that you have here?
Yes, teacher.
Thank you.
She is taller than Joko and Mark. She is the tallest person in our class.
Thank you, Victor. Sue's taller than Yoko and Mark. And the next one says, Sue's the tallest person in our class. So, the first example is using a comparative. Remember, well, in this case, they are comparing Sue with Yoko and Mark. But in the other example, you are using a superlative adjective because you are comparing Sue with a group of a lot of people. Here we're going to do this activity and you need to pay attention. First of all, look at the pictures you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 9 people. You need to look at them, look at their hair, look at how tall are them, qué tan altos son, if they're short, small, how old are them, and the long of their hair, qué tan largo es su cabello. Pay attention to this, because right now, exercise 13 says, listen and number the family members. So I'm going to play the audio and you need to find out, like, for example, you're going to listen to their names maybe, and the description of maybe like, she has long hair and blue eyes. Bueno, aquí no vemos el color de los ojos, but it's an example, okay? So I'm going to play the audio one time and you need to pay attention super carefully. And you need to be quiet while the audio is playing. Les voy a pedir que guarden silencio mientras está el audio. Y si tienen una duda, recuérdenla para que me la digan al final del audio. Y si ya necesitamos escucharlo una siguiente vez, sin problema se los voy a volver a poner. So, you need to pay attention because you're going to fill in the spaces with the numbers from 1 to 8. And yes. A ver. From 1 to 8. So let's pay attention to the audio right here.
Twins in my workbook, page 17, activity 13. Listen and number the family members.
I have a big family. It's interesting too, because there are lots of twins in my family. I'll describe the people in my family. See if you can find them. First, my mom. My mom has long black hair. She has a twin sister. They look alike, but my mom is a little taller than her sister. Second, Aunt Lynn, my mom's twin sister. My aunt has short red hair. She's shorter than my mom, and she's really funny. Third, my cousin Paul. He's 16 years old. Paul's really happy today. He bought a new skateboard this morning. It's bigger than his old skateboard. Peter is Paul's twin brother. He's number 4. He's the one with dark hair. He's standing next to Paul. Peter also has a skateboard. He skateboards every day, but his skateboard isn't new. His skateboard is much older than Paul's. My dad is number 5. He's a twin too. He's bigger and stronger than his brother, my uncle. Number 6 is my uncle. My uncle loves playing the guitar. He's in a band. His hair is longer than my dad's. Amy is 7th. She's my cousin. Amy is good at math and science. She loves studying. She has a twin sister, Anna. They look alike. Amy's hair isn't darker, but it is a little shorter than her sister's hair. And last, number 8, Amy's twin sister, Anna. She loves swimming and goes to the pool every day. Did you find all 8 family members? Did you find me too?
Did you find all the numbers?
No, teacher.
No? Yes?
No.
I'm going to play the audio one more time, only one. And if you didn't finish now, when it finishes, we're going to check it. So let's listen one more time.
One time, please.
Workbook, page 17. Activity 13. Listen and number the family members.
I have a big family. It's interesting too, because there are lots of twins in my family. I'll describe the people in my family. See if you can find them. First, my mom. My mom has long black hair. She has a twin sister. They look alike, but my mom is a little taller than her sister. Second, Aunt Lynn, my mom's twin sister. My aunt has short red hair. She's shorter than my mom, and she's really funny. Third, my cousin Paul. He's 16 years old. Paul's really happy today. He bought a new skateboard this morning. It's bigger than his old skateboard. Peter is Paul's twin brother. He's number 4. He's the one with dark hair. He's standing next to Paul. Peter also has a skateboard. He skateboards every day, but his skateboard isn't new. His skateboard is much older than Paul's. My dad is number 5. He's a twin too. He's bigger and stronger than his brother, my uncle. Number 6 is my uncle. My uncle loves playing the guitar. He's in a band. His hair is longer than my dad's. Amy is 7th. She's my cousin. Amy is good at math and science. She loves studying. She has a twin sister, Anna. They look alike. Amy's hair isn't darker, but it is a little shorter than her sister's hair. And last, number 8, Amy's twin sister, Anna. She loves swimming and goes to the pool every day. Did you find all 8 family members? Did you find me too?
Yes, teacher. I finished.
Yes?
Yeah.
Finish. Very good. Wait. Yes, now we're going to say in the correct order. So, what number did you write for this one? ¿Qué número le pusieron a este? This one.
¿Cuál?
A este, el primero, el que está con su skateboard.
¿3?
Número 3.
Number 3, yes, very good. That's number 3, right. Ay, medio chueco. Okay, the next one. What number is this?
4.
4.
Que sigue. Voy a ir diciéndolos así en orden como están parados. What number?
4.
5. Bueno, 4. El otro es 5.
The next one is number 5. Yes, very
Y el
good.
otro es 6.
Tranquilos.
6.
Atiné.
6.
So the uncle is number 6 because he introduced first his father and then the uncle. This one no tiene cuadrito. And the girl in pink, what number is she?
8.
8.
8, yes. Her twin, what number is she?
7.
7. What about this one?
1.
1.
Number 1. And the last one, of course,
2.
2.
2. And we can say that this one, podemos decir que este es number 9, el de en medio. Okay, más o menos. So, do you have any questions about this exercise?
No.
No? Okay, very good. So now we can go to the next exercise, exercise 14, and it says, look at the pictures. Complete the sentences, use the correct form of the words in parentheses. So we're going to check to read, and here we have tall as the main adjective, es el adjetivo que vamos a usar. We need to check if we're going to use it in comparative or superlative adjective. So, number 1 says, John is tall. Then it says, Ben is than John. How do we say it? ¿Qué ponemos? Is it a comparative? Is it a superlative?
Tallest than Maria.
Tallest.
Taller.
Taller. Yes, it's taller because it's just a comparative because we are only comparing Ben with John. Okay. Comparando Ben con John. Entonces, por esa razón vamos a usar un comparativo nada más. ¿Ok? Estoy poniendo al lado porque si no se me amontona, está muy pequeño el espacio y la letra muy grande. The next one says, Ben is child. We are going to focus on this picture, but we can do it without looking at it. We have Maria, John, and Ben. Ben is child. So I think, and I'm sure we are comparing Ben with John and Maria, with the rest of Ben. So what would you say?
The smallest.
Is?
The smallest.
Child?
No.
No? The correct answer is
The tallest.
the tallest, yes. Because we're comparing, casi no se ve. Voy a cambiar el color. Because we are comparing Ben with the rest of the kids. Ben is the tallest child. Es como decir, Ben es el niño más alto, ¿ok? Any questions? Okay. Number 2. María is, ahora tenemos que vamos a usar young. Es el adjetivo. Vamos a ver si es comparativo o superlativo. María is what?
Little. Youngest.
The youngest. Yes. Es como el que acabamos de hacer de Ben. Es como decir, María es la más joven. Vamos, que nos quedan 2 minutos. Ah, tampoco se ve. ¿Qué hago? ¿Qué hago? Voy a cambiar a rojo. Is the youngest. Oh. Youngest. Tiene una T ahí, pero no se ve. And the next one. María is blank, John and Ben. Is younger, is youngest.
Maria is the youngest than Jonathan and Ben.
Okay, yes, because we are comparing her with these 2 people. Yes. A ver, nos queda menos de 1 minuto, ya nos va a sacar esto. Apenas nos saque, volvemos, ¿ok?
Yes, teacher.
Ok, bueno, vamos a salir de una vez.
1.
See you. Okay, so now we're going to continue with the activities that we were doing. We are also on page 20. Wait a second. Okay. Ya tomé un montón. Okay, so we were, nos faltaba una aquí abajo. Tenemos María is The youngest child. Okay? The youngest child. Now, we can go, ready? We can go to number 3. We have long. We are talking about the hair of them. Maria's hair is long. ¿Qué ponemos?
Long. Long.
Is longer than Ben's hair. Yes? Maria's hair is longer than Ben's hair. And the next one says, Joan's hair is blank hair of all. Si ya usamos el comparativo,
The longest.
usar the longest, yes. The longest hair of all. Es el cabello más largo de todos. Okay, that's it. It was a little bit confusing, but you just needed to pay attention to the picture and also to the answers that you already used. Now, we are going to go to exercise 15. Friend, how are you doing? Yes.
¿Qué pusimos en la fila 2 de María?
En la 2, ¿en qué habíamos dicho? ¿Alguien la dijo? Yeah. Okay, so this is an exception, like in this example that you have here, es como el ejemplo que tienen aquí arriba. It's an exception, like remember that I told you that you use comparative adjectives when you are comparing one object with another object and one person with another person. I don't know why, but in these cases, the book is telling us to use a comparative to compare 1 with 2. So in this case, is younger than John and Ben. It's an exception. You just need to pay attention carefully. Okay. Ya, eso fue lo que pusimos. Ahora sí. Thank
you, teacher.
You're welcome. Thanks to you. Think of a good friend. How are you different? Jesús, apenas entrando. How are you different? Write sentences. Use the words in the box. So now you're going to write sentences comparing you with one of your best friends. For example, you need to use the adjectives that you have: big, new, old, strong, and tall. So you just need to write 3 sentences. You have like 3 minutes. I'm going to give you some examples. Like, for example, my best friend older than me, okay? That's an example. Or it can be, I am taller than my friend. En este caso pueden poner el nombre de su amigo o de su amiga. These are some examples, okay? You need to make different sentences. Van a ser 3 oraciones. Hello, Gustavo. Hello, Jesús. Excuse me.
Teacher, ¿es necesario que sea de un amigo o puede ser de un familiar?
¿De un qué?
¿Es necesario que sea de un amigo o puede ser de un familiar?
Puede ser de un familiar, como quieras.
Yo, teacher.
Can you read only one of your sentences? ¿A dónde se fue? ¿Era Vanessa?
No, yo estoy aquí.
¿Quién dijo que ya había terminado?
Mauro is the taller than
Is taller than me. Very good. Thank you. Who else has finished? Gael, do you have one sentence?
my dad is the tallest of my family.
Very good. My dad is the tallest in my family. Rodrigo, do you have a sentence?
Era la que puso Hugo.
Casualidad. Daniel Baeza, do you have a sentence?
Me falta la última, teacher.
La que sea, lee una. ¿Do? Qué barbaridad con ustedes.
Es que algunos tienen pena.
Eso veo. Por eso no prenden ni sus cámaras.
Bueno, eso sabes.
Bárbara.
Bueno, teacher, yo no la tengo prendida porque estoy limpiando mis audífonos.
Es una máscara, pero... Bárbara, do you have one sentence to read?
Yes.
No les estoy pidiendo todas, solo una les estoy pidiendo. Yes, Bárbara.
I am younger than my father.
¿Quién está papá, Caro?
I'm the youngest in my family. Thank you. Daniel Baeza.
Es el canal Hugo. Es el canal Hugo en la televisión. Me falta una, teacher.
Como que no funciona el micrófono de Daniel, ¿verdad? Cuando entren a la videollamada, siempre les pregunta si conectarse con el audio de la computadora o del celular. Tienen que ponerle que sí, porque si no, luego no les deja usar el micrófono. Rodrigo, ¿ya tienes una?
Tengo dos.
Léeme una nada más.
My great-grandfather is the tallest in my family.
Is the tallest in my family. Okay. I want to listen to Carlos. Quiero escuchar a Carlos, pero se sigue atorando tu audio.
Por favor, de arriba.
¿Entiende?
Es Hugo el pro.
Vamos a dejar a Hugo en paz. Ok. My father. No, no se entiende. Solo entendí my father. Ok, y Carlos, if you have doubts, si tienes dudas, luego me puedes enviar mensaje por Edmodo. Ok, so everyone, those were the activities for today. Remember that I added an assignment to Edmodo. Añadí una asignación para el día de hoy. Así que le ponen fecha a sus páginas, nombre y me envían las fotos, ¿ok? Aunque ya haya visto yo que trabajaron, tienen que subir las tareas de hoy porque no todos las están subiendo. Gael, do you have a question?
Creo que hoy me voy a atrasar un poquito con enviar la tarea. Es que está fallando un poco el internet en mi casa. No me deja abrir el modo.
Ok.
Se tarda y se tarda y se tarda y se tarda.
Si no, después lo puedes subir. Ok, so we have some anuncios. For the next, see you the next. Goodbye.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Gael. Bye, Bárbara. Bye, Vanessa. Alexa.
Le pasó como en el video.
Sí.
Me dio risa.
See you.
Bye.
Bye. Cuídense.
¿Cómo?